Hello everybody, how we doing tonight? It is Thursday, October 10th. It is 9:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I am Creative Constructs, and the Cleveland Guardians are in the ninth inning. The bottom of the ninth, up against the Detroit Tigers. So I'm keeping an eye on the score here, watching it go, because they rallied back. They were just down 3-2. Now they're up 5-3 and trying to close it out and send it to Game 5 for a winner takes all. Advances out of the ALDS American League Divisional Series into the American League Championship Series. So against the winner of the Royals and the Yankees. My other team, the Philadelphia Phillies, unfortunately got knocked out of the playoffs last night. Hey there, Chloe, how you doing? And so I'm just kind of themed out here. My Phillies lost to the Mets. And a former Cleveland Guardian, Francisco Lindor, who was one of my favorite players of all time for Cleveland, ended up being the one that sealed the fate with a grand slam for the Mets against the Phillies. So one team down, that my local team, my NL team is that one. So that's where it's at. It happens. So I'm just hopeful we can send it on to a Game 5 here for Cleveland. But all that being said, we're gonna be either way building out here, finishing up the Millennium Falcon. It's Lego set 75389. And really happy we already have, Chloe here. I appreciate you being here tonight, Chloe. I saw you were streaming earlier today. I was going to click it, and then I got pulled into some meetings. So I will be on the next one. But at least the best I can, although my girls have 3 days. My oldest daughter has a 3-day swim meet starting tomorrow night. So we'll see. And that's 5-4. There was a ground out, but 2 outs by 1. Hope you don't mind me being a little distracted here. This is kind of a big deal, but that's all right. Ooh, nice Disney holiday, very nice. I also forgot to post the link to my Discord server, so come on over there too. Promise I'll be done being distracted here in a moment when we close it out. But we just have bags 16 and 17 to finish up here tonight. And then this will be done, and I actually have a few of the other Millennium Falcons standing by off the side of the table to do some comparisons to here. So, wrong way. Right on over there. There we go. There we go. So those are over there for some comparisons on size and look and some of the features as well, including the one that is almost equal, pretty much equal in size. It's the 75-257 from 2019. So that one's there. So we'll go back here to center and knock that out. Waiting for it to say final. 2 strikes, no balls. Let's put it away here. I'd play the audio, but it is strictly prohibited by Major League Baseball, and I don't want to get sued. But either way, though, I am ready for the weekend. I hope you are as well, and also ready for Halloween. So we're going to continue on with some of the Lo-Fi Girl Halloween playlist as we go through here. Really been enjoying jamming to that while building the Dark Falcon here. And that's the final. All right, it is over. Hooray. So back we go to this. You can stop being worried that they're going to find a way to blow it, because that's what they usually do. All right. So here's where we are currently at. We only have 2 bags. It should be a pretty early night here tonight, so stick with me. But you can kind of see really great details, some really good greebling along the sides. I always enjoy when they put in those side details and give it more than just kind of a dull, flat edge finish. It's really important, especially with the Millennium Falcon. There's so much detail to it. It's really important that they pay some homage to some of those design elements, even though it's just a it's in the Star Wars universe. It's a cargo ship. It's a freight runner, and so whoop, Although it didn't make the castle run. I'm not going to go into too many of the quotes here. It's all about the castle run. All right. So I'm going to move this over, and we're going to go ahead, open up the book, open up the bag. Oh, thank you so much, Chloe. I hope your stream went well today, too. It's always good to see you in here. I've been trying to do a ASMR spot, really focusing in on the audio ever since that first stream that you joined in as a follower and started chatting and gave me some of that feedback. So I've been doing that, for you and for a couple other people that have really enjoyed it. So thanks for the suggestions on that. And I'll continue to do that. I actually am going to have a complete from opening box to close it out ASMR, audio only, no talking. And you can just watch and listen to. Underside. Flip it over. But I do see some other folks out there. Who else we got out there? Anybody feel like chatting tonight? Hitting the old hello in the chat? Okay. I also like the lurkers. I am a lurker myself on quite a few streams. Although some of them I like to just pop on and say hello. Just, even if I'm not going to chat much beyond that, just always nice. I know there's, I experienced this myself, and some other ones do as well from some people that have said some things when I've joined their streams, and I'll say hi in the chat, and they've shared it as well. Sometimes I feel, whether it's the OBS integration or whatever, I don't always have reliable stats in terms of the viewer count, and I think some of that is not only with it could be partially the integration, but also, I'm still learning a lot about the Twitch stuff and the whole system. But I think it's also if you're just joining via browser and maybe not signed in, or you are signed in, but you're just, on a browser or something, maybe there's just something that's not being captured if you're kind of in like that preview mode and don't actually click on it, but you're just kind of watching it there on the, even on the app when you're just kind of in the initial load up. I'm always curious if that's the case or not. So I've had it happen a number of times, and then the numbers show that it's like one person or two people or three people, and then I get to my stream report, and it'll be like, hey, you had at one point in time 10 concurrent, viewers, or whatever it might be, or live views and everything else, and it's like I never saw the numbers get even remotely close to that on a particular stream. Sometimes I do, but. Ooh, and I pushed too hard on that as I was holding everything in place. Disappointing when I do that. I feel like that's supposed to have something supporting there, but maybe not. Doesn't. Okay. I would have expected maybe like a small 2 or 1x2 or 1x4 to be there to support it, but I guess not. But the cockpit is now on. There you go. We'll slide this back here because now we're going to do another panel build where we're going to be kind of closing off the Falcon. So we're going to see which one this is going to be. It is going to be the starboard side, right by the cockpit. All right. Oh, goodness. So, hopefully everybody's had a fantastic week thus far, and you're heading into your Friday on a high note. I know it, can be ups and downs, and I will tell you that I am hopeful for you, and that you've had a great week, and that it continues to be great. And if you haven't had a great week, that it turns around in the last day before you head into the weekend, and you have an amazing weekend when you do. It's always very important to me to just really try to not let, especially when it comes to work, let a funk kind of wreck your weekend, because then all of a sudden by the time you get through that funk, if you start off the weekend, you got to spend the whole weekend trying to get out of it, and then by the time you get out of it, it's time to go back to work. And that's, when you're having some tough times, that's never a great thing. So I just, for what it's worth, I'm going to hope for the best for you. If you are, although you might not be because power's out, if you're down or you have anybody down in the Florida area, thoughts are going out to you, to your loved ones, to your family. Hopefully everybody is okay after Hurricane Milton. Scary, scary times, and definitely sending hopes, prayers, love out to everybody there, and that everybody's okay, and also that things recover as quickly as possible. Tough, scary times. And for those of you globally located, or those that aren't, huge on sports, whatever, if you heard me say at the onset of the stream that the Cleveland Guardians, and then you're confused because I'm wearing something that says Indians, that is because the team changed their name a couple years ago from the Cleveland Indians to the Cleveland Guardians. I just don't have any of the Guardian swag at this point, so it's not as readily available for when you're not living in market. I'm not living in Cleveland, so or anywhere near Cleveland, so it's not the type of swag that's available. So it's all right, same team, still rooting them on. That's who I grew up rooting for. It is who I will continue to root for. It was 2, not 1. I wasn't even paying attention. Look at that. Caught it before it was too late. Much better. Okay. And I will say also, oh, hey, Wolfie Zenly 16. Hey, thank you for saying hi in the chat first off. Second, and I did because I just needed something to kind of like calm myself, like when I was getting really stressed. Just trying to see what it wasn't streaming. It was I was on Discord, on a gaming Discord, and talking with some friends who were playing a game that I didn't have, and so I was just chatting with them, and I decided to start building. And building the not the big $850 UCS version, but the next size down, the $150 AT-AT set. And I was building that, and they were talking about the game and everything else, and then somebody was like, oh, I'd love to. I was like, yeah, I'm just building Lego, and they said, oh, I'd love to see it. And so I turned my webcam on and just showed it to them. And one of the guys said, you should really, that's kind of mesmerizing, you should really stream. Just turn the camera on if you're going to be building anyway. And